Hi, I'm Rachel and welcome to Do You Mindful. So this week I'm going to be talking about something that is super important. It's with all of us. It is the very core of mindfulness practice, and that is the breath. Obviously, we all breathe all day long, every day, and most of us probably don't pay much attention to what's going on when we breathe. But mindfulness really teaches you to pay extra attention to your breath. So in this video, I'm going to teach you 3 different exercises that you can use at any point to reground yourself using your breathing. What a lot of people don't realize is that shallow breathing and chest breathing and any other improper format of breathing leads to so many different health problems. It leads to heart disease, it leads to anxiety, it leads to high blood pressure, it leads to so many things. And it's easy to combat those things if we learn to breathe correctly, which is what I'm going to try and teach you to do now. So I'm going to teach you a technique called diaphragmatic breathing. And basically all that means is breathing into your diaphragm. It's also known as belly breathing. And the way that works, your diaphragm is right under your rib cage and above your stomach. And when you breathe in, it expands. And when it expands, it gives room for more breath to enter the stomach area. So we can all try it together. If you want to place your hands on your stomach and try the in-breath, and if you feel your stomach rise. Now, you don't want to force your stomach to rise, but just allow it to rise as the air fills up your diaphragm. So we're going to do an inhale, exhale. These processes that I described about your diaphragm expanding and contracting, they happen no matter what. But being aware of those processes makes you breathe in the proper way that we're supposed to. If you felt your stomach rise, you're doing it right. And that's great. Yay, diaphragmatic breathing. I think that usually when we're breathing, we are very fixated on the air that's entering our systems, and we're focused on okay, I want to breathe in air and I want to get oxygen and whatever, but we're not focusing on letting that oxygen out, or I guess carbon dioxide. And that's a problem. The exhale is just as important, if not more important, than the inhale. So lengthening the exhale helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which basically calms your nerves and slows your heart rate down and just alleviates anxiety, alleviates tension. It does everything you want it to do. So when you lengthen your exhale, you basically are calming your body. You're telling your body that we need to slow down, we need to calm down. And so a little practice that I like to use when I'm trying to lengthen my exhale is breathing in for a count of 4 and then breathing out for a count of 6. So when you start this, you'll probably find it difficult to actually exhale for a full 6 seconds. You probably won't feel like you have enough breath to do that. So I'm just going to ask you to try your best, do it as long as possible. And then as you keep breathing and you keep doing those 4 and 6 counts, you'll find it easier to lengthen that exhale. And ultimately, if you can do it for 6 seconds, then try and do it for more. Do it for 7, do it for 8. But for the sake of this exercise, we're going to do 4 and 6. Let's try it together. I'm going to count you off and just try to remember that, make that exhale as long as possible. So ready? We're going to inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This exercise is the best. I use it all the time, and if you do it for a minute or 5 minutes, you will feel a difference in your heart rate and in your tension in your body. You'll feel that start to become alleviated. And so that's just, a good practice for when you're stressed out, but also a good thing to remember just in everyday life, that you want to focus on your exhale as much as you're focusing on your inhale, if not more. So the next exercise I'm going to talk to you about is something I learned from this book, How to Breathe by Ashley Neese. And it's an exercise that I use in my meditation practice, and I use it just in my everyday life, and it's been really helpful for me, and so I want to share it with you. So if you're not already, I'm going to ask you to sit with your feet flat on the floor and just sitting up straight as possible. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in, and you're going to imagine the air flowing through your feet, through your legs, and up through your torso. And then when you breathe out, you're going to imagine it flowing back down through your torso, your legs, and your feet. This works wonders for grounding. It really makes you feel more connected to the world around you rather than wrapped up in your head, and it always recenters me, and so I think it will do the same for you. So let's try it. I'm gonna do a little hand motion just to show you where the air is going as we breathe in and as we breathe out. Ignore it or don't if it helps you to know what's going on, whatever you want. So let's do it. We're gonna inhale first, and we're gonna imagine the force coming through our feet. So inhale and exhale. So I know that this takes a little bit of imagination to imagine, the force of oxygen coming through your feet and up into your body and then out that way. But if you just allow yourself to imagine that, it will work, and it will work wonders. So yeah, those are the 3 exercises I wanted to talk to you about today. Just as a reminder, we spoke about diaphragmatic breathing, we spoke about lengthening the exhale, and we spoke about a grounding breathing exercise. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and stay tuned for future videos. Thanks guys. See ya.